I guess that's tomorrow, right? One brain cell, just one. Am I doing human experimentation on myself? Is that what this video is? Hello book reading friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Melanie and today I read for 24 hours straight. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I still don't know if I managed to read for 24 hours straight. But the concept of today's video is a 24-hour readathon because I just love to suffer apparently. I was sitting down brainstorming video ideas and I was like, a 24-hour readathon sounds like a lot of fun. So I am doing a 24-hour readathon. If you have yet to subscribe to my channel, don't forget to do so down below for more bookish content. I am constantly uploading videos, around 2 to 3 videos a week, plus I am live streaming throughout the week as well. You can also follow me on all of my social medias, which are always linked down below, as well as my Amazon wish list. And let us talk about the plans for the next 24 hours. I am literally not doing this because I want to read more this month. I am doing this just for fun because I want to take a part in 24-hour readathons. I am quite happy with the amount that I've read in October, and I never put pressure on myself about how many books I should read a month. I think we should all just read what we're able to read and be happy with that. Even if we read just one book, that is more than enough. My plan is to start the readathon at 12 a.m. so at midnight today, technically today, and I will carry it out until the next day at midnight, so a full 24-hour period. Now I know people usually sleep in these. I will try to sleep as little as possible just because I want to see if I actually commit to reading, how much reading will I actually get done. I'm curious. This is an experiment for me. This is literally an experiment. Am I doing human experimentation on myself? Is that what this video is? As for my reading plans for the next 24 hours, this is again very ambitious, but I am giving myself options because I know myself and I can never stick to one thing to save my life. So the one book that I am going to be focusing on the most in this 24-hour period is going to be Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. This is the 3rd book in the Throne of Glass series. Now I started this book on Sunday and I haven't read since. I am 66 pages into the book. It is kind of a chunker, I'm not even gonna lie. I think this may just be the longest in the series, and I really don't know how many pages this is. This is 562 pages. I thought this would be longer. The next book I really want to read, and I've been postponing my read of this book throughout the entire month, and I feel like it may partly be because I am scared of not loving it as much as I've already conditioned myself to love it, and it is Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. I feel like I talk about this book all the time and I haven't even read it yet. So these two books combined would make a total of around 1100 pages. I may be wrong about this one. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but this is what I am aiming for in this 24-hour period. And I am including these next 2 books in this TBR mainly because of ambition, not because I know I'm gonna get to them, because I probably won't, but I like to have options. I like to be an optimist. So I have these 2 books right here. One is A Song Below Water by Bethany C. Morrow, and the cover is gorgeous. I have talked about this before in my books written by Black authors that I wanted to read in 2020. So I got myself a physical copy a few weeks ago, and maybe I'll get to this. It's pretty short. This may be around 200-ish pages, maybe 300. Okay, yeah, it is 286 pages. So this seems more realistic to me than the other book that I included in the TBR. So maybe this seems more realistic to me. But if I don't pick up A Song Below Water, I really would like to read A Very Large Expanse of the Sea by Tahira Mafi. I bought this book again quite recently, and I think the premise sounds incredibly interesting to me. It follows a Muslim girl after the events of 9/11, and that again premise to me seems so interesting, and I've never read a book quite like that. It is a contemporary, borderline contemporary romance, and I am quite in the mood for that right now. So maybe this is a book that I could read within this 24-hour period. I don't think if I start this I'll finish it. Okay, so it's not that much longer than this book. This is 310 pages. This is 282, 86. I can't remember anymore. So it's either going to be one of these 2 if I actually manage to finish Legendborn. So these right here are my plan for the next 24 hours. We will see how I do. It is currently 1:54 p.m. So I actually am not starting until a little bit later into the night. So I have time. It's gonna be really interesting. So I'll see you at midnight. So it is currently 9:28 p.m. so I am still waiting out on 12 on midnight so I can officially start the readathon, and I just ate dinner, and your girl will probably drink coffee in a little bit because if not, it ain't happening. So a girl has her coffee. I am ready. It is already midnight and let's get reading. Alright, so it's currently 1:31 a.m. So I think it's been like 10 minutes over an hour since I actually started reading, and I have read 100 pages of Heir of Fire. I am really enjoying it so far. I think the thing that I am most excited about with this book is Rowan. I was incredibly excited to meet this character. I'd seen illustrations all over Instagram and I was just ready to meet Rowan and to see again how the story develops. I love the part that he's taking into the story and helping progress the story and Selena's character. I think he is exactly what she needs right now, and we're getting a lot of world building and character development and a lot of important info that again I am quite enjoying because everything is starting to tie in a little bit more. And I feel like I've said before, Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight were really solid books, but they felt like setup to me. We're getting a lot of ties into what was mentioned or foreshadowed in those first two books, so I am incredibly happy about that. You know what I should do? I should update Goodreads. I love updating Goodreads and seeing my progress, so let me do that right now. And I am 39% into the book. I am quite happy with that progress. Let me try to read 20% before I update you guys again. Taken my makeup off. It was about time. It is super late now. I am trying to whisper because everyone's asleep at my house, but it is currently 3:57 a.m. I am on page 398. So I have around 160 pages till the end of Heir of Fire. So I'm going to push through because by 5:30 a.m. we need to be done. Okay? It's just what's happening. I need to power through. Okay, I'm gonna read. Okay, so I have just finished Heir of Fire and I have a lot of opinions on this. I thought the world building was done incredibly well. I think especially with the first and second book being basically set up for what is to follow, this book really delivered in tying in a lot of the little foreshadowings that were dropped in those first two books. And we're expanding on a world that, again, we were hinted at the beginning of the series, but we weren't really getting to see. And now in this book, we're getting to see it, and it's so interesting. And it's so rich in its world building and in its magic system, and it's also exciting, and it is everything that I wanted. Now, because I am in a fantasy kick, I am going to pick up Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. This is Arthurian mythology. It is YA fantasy. It features a black main character, which we love to see. And again, it's fantasy, magic, secret societies, Arthurian mythology. And look at the cover. It's just gorgeous. We love to see it too. At this point, I'm wondering if I should take at least like an hour-long nap. Like at 6 a.m. If I take a nap right now, I'd be up by 7. That still gives me a lot of time to read. I suck at taking naps though. Like if I take a 1 hour-long nap, I'll wake up like 5 hours later. I have decided I am going to take at least an hour-and-a-half nap. I'm asleep. And look at the sky. The sun has come up. Alright, so I have made a little bit of progress into Legendborn. I am currently on page 107. I don't know how I'm feeling about it quite yet. I feel like I've already conditioned myself to love this book so much that anything beside what I've imagined is a little bit underwhelming. And this is just me with my experience because I feel like I made up a completely different scenario into how this book would play out. That being said, the book is really enjoyable. I am really enjoying mostly Tracy Deonn's writing. Like her writing is just immaculate. That prologue had me all up in my feelings. Like just listen to this one line. I don't cry for my mother's death or for myself. I cry because these strangers in the hospital, the nurse, the doctor, the police officer, don't know my mother. And yet they were closest to her when she died. And when your people die, you have to listen to strangers speak your nightmare into existence. Again, I am absolutely loving the writing in Legendborn. I think my main issue would kind of be pacing, because I feel like at that beginning, in those first few chapters, everything was happening so quick. We truly don't see Bree in that first world before she goes into the college age program, and then we just get right into it, which threw me off a little bit. I was definitely not expecting that. They're also throwing around these names and these terms that are kind of hard to follow at times. So I'm just trying to keep up. I am hoping that it'll get a little bit better. I was talking to Jaleesa, which has already read Legendborn, and she's like, wait for it. Like, you're gonna love the second half of the book because it gets really, really incredible. I'm not sure whether we're supposed to like Selwyn or not, because he kind of creepy. In that first scene when he grabs Bree and he's like, you can see the lightning. He'd be like Jace in that Shadowhunters TV show. He'd be like, you have the sight. And it's kind of creepy and a little bit weird. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about it, but we'll see. Jaleesa says I'll really love Selwyn towards the end, but right now, a girl's kind of team Nick. So I just want everyone to know we're supposed to be reading and sprinting, and look at Maya. Look at what Kristen made me do, okay? She be up here making me sign up for NaNoWriMo. Why do I keep saying Nino? NaNoWriMo. Okay, I'm verifying my email address. This is kind of scary, but I did it. Something crazy just happened. I was not expecting that at all. It happened on my page, 113. I really don't know what that would be in the standard hardcover. I was not expecting that. I literally just texted Jaleesa and I was like, girl, what the hell just happened? I like it. I like that plot twist. Tracy Dion knows what she's doing. She knows, okay? She knows. This right here is a rating bump up, okay? I am excited to see how that's gonna take place. Pop up, sis! Tracy Dion did that. Now I need to keep reading. This is literally going to be the tiniest update ever, just because I want to get as much reading done as possible. It is currently 10:54 p.m. and I am currently sprinting, and it's been a great time. I've been sprinting for 3 hours and 54 minutes. I have actually finished Legendborn, which was great. I will give you an update once midnight actually hits, because I don't want to lose any time. I want to read as much as I can before the 24 hours is over. And then I have just started a very large expanse of sea by Tahira Mafi. So that is what I'm currently doing. Got my snack, got my people, and the book is gonna get read, okay? I just finished a very large expanse of the sea by Tahira Mafi, and it is 1:38 a.m. I am ready to go to bed so much. Alright friends, so it's been a few days since I ended my 24-hour readathon. I literally spent the rest of the weekend sleeping, not reading, and just having the best time. In the end, I managed to read 3 out of the 4 books that I had in my TBR for the readathon, which was absolutely great. Like, I didn't think I was gonna be able to read 3 books in a 24-hour period. Your girl did it. Your girl was successful. So I ended up reading Legendborn by Tracy Dion. This book is said to be a lot about Arthurian mythology. That is set to be the center point of this book, and although we do get that, I feel like it kind of felt short with that promise. I think the part that I really enjoyed the most was Tracy Dion's writing. That prologue really had me all up in my feels. There were some great quotes that I found in this book, and the overall story in general was just really, really solid and great. But there were also confusing things about this book. There were a lot of terms and names being thrown around at such a rapid pace that I was just trying to keep up, but I couldn't really do it at the the pace that they were being thrown around. So the world building, although it was nicely done, it could have been better, and the pacing of the book too was a little bit off to me. The reason why I ended up giving it a 4-star was because of those plot twists and those twists and turns that I really wasn't expecting in the slightest. It was such a nice read, and the characters were just really lovable, some of them. The next book that I managed to finish, and this was gonna be my priority for the 24-hour readathon, was Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas, and I gave this book also a 4-star. I really enjoyed this book, but I think compared to Crown of Midnight, which was such an incredible book, it felt kind of short. The world building that we get in this book was the world building that I was looking forward to in Throne of Glass, but I totally get why it happened in this book, because finally we get to explore all of those things that have been hinted at in those first 2 books, and we're finally getting to see that development that I was looking for. And so that aspect of it, the world building, was done so well. Also in this book, there were a lot of little nuggets that will keep coming back in later books, and I am so excited to see how it all wraps up and how the story progresses. I also loved Selena in this book, which in contrast to the last book is not necessarily as badass. Her character arc in this book was completely necessary. I think characters always need to be at their top game for them to then be broken and to finally step up to the character that they need to be instead of what they want to be. And I feel like this book is definitely that. This is Selena in her journey of becoming what she needs to be, but not necessarily what she wants to be. And I love the part that Rowan is taking into that. We also got to meet a lot of new characters like Manon. We met Lorcan, and we met Maeve, I don't know what her name is. I'm excited for the next book. I am excited for the next book, y'all. I am so excited. I am ready, okay? I am ready. And the last book that I read in that 24-hour period is A Very Large Expanse of Sea by Tahir Mafi. The premise of it sounded incredibly appealing to me. It's about a Muslim girl after the events of 9/11 dealing with racism and bullying at her school. Then there's this one boy who really starts paying attention to her and who genuinely seems interested in her and whom she is as a person. This book definitely delivered. I loved the hell out of it. I gave it a 5-star. I don't typically give contemporaries 5 stars, but it made me cry, and I was invested all throughout the story. It is such a short, fast read, but also so compelling. I just love the story. I really did. Oh my god. And that is it for today, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this 24-hour readathon vlog. It was definitely not something that I was planning, but something that I thrived in. So you know what? I'll take it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more bookish content. I'm constantly uploading videos I'm sure you do not want to miss. You can also follow me on all of my social medias, which are always linked down below, as well as my Amazon wish list. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.